Saving lives and funding research. All year long, the Heart of Toledo campaign is working to do just that. And next week is going to be all the hard work celebrated together. Now, this afternoon, I have with me Jaimee and Susan to talk more about the upcoming Heart of Toledo Heart Ball, as well as the year-round important work that you guys do. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, tell me a little bit first, because of course everybody loves a good party. Ladies, tell me what must I dress like? What do I do? What's going on?
Well, I was going to say the big event is next Thursday at Inverness. I do think it is black tie, right? I do,
yes.
but I'm sure you can dress nice. And yes, it'll be a great party.
What exactly can we expect from the party? Tell me a little bit more. Give me something. Sell it to me. Sell it to me.
Well, I can tell you what I know is that the Heart Ball is, and our colleague Kevin Gilmore, who's very active in community service and has been for decades here in Toledo, is chairman of the Heart Ball this year. So we are very proud of that. Our company, CLA, is a major sponsor, and basically it's an opportunity to raise as much money as possible to help with critical heart disease issues here in this community, which we know we are dealing with, and some disparities. So the concept of health equity when it comes to heart disease, people don't have access to what they necessarily need depending upon maybe where they live in the city. So are people getting fresh fruits and vegetables? Are they getting access to proper care and resources and education? So these are some of the things that the more money that's raised at Heart Ball, the more these folks can do their good work in our community. So.
Now, when we're talking about this equity, like you said, so if it's just fruits and vegetables, ladies, why don't we just raise some money, give out fruits and vegetables in certain areas, and then call it a day? Why is it not one simple fix, and what exactly are you all trying to do?
Well, Jaimee, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say we're really trying to raise money to educate more than anything, right? Yes, we can give out fruits and vegetables, but we really need to educate. And there's a clear inequity amongst the communities locally, and so making sure everybody has the resources to help this disease that unfortunately is the number1 killer in this area, and all are being impacted by it. Whether it's locally in our company, within again our clients or within the local community.
So when it comes to other things, so like we said, we're raising the money, we're having the ball. What else are we doing to make sure that this definitely gets farther than just, we got money, good job, high five, and then we move on with the rest of our day? What else are we doing, or how else are we helping?
Well, one thing I've learned as I've done a little research on this is that all this money is staying local, which is exciting. There's research going on in Ohio universities and colleges. CPR training. I believe they've trained over 1,000 people with CPR, which when you think about that, if someone has a cardiac event, being able to respond, and just getting everyone the training that they need and the education that they need. I've learned more too about like blood pressure issues, diabetes. These are all things that factor in with heart disease, and the more people can get educated and have access to knowledge, maybe we can improve the numbers in Toledo, I think, which is really the goal there. Yeah.
When it comes to maybe the misnomer, well, sounds like an old people problem, because old people have heart attacks. Old people have heart attacks. That's what it is. Why are you all talking about this, trying to make this a community effort?
I mean, that's not true, right? It really does impact all of us. It impacts every single one of us. It is the #1 killer in our community, unfortunately. So it is important, and we all need to be thinking about it, getting educated, and getting the resources to be able to deal with it.
And I think the same way that we are members of this community. We work in this community. We love this community. But our family and friends are impacted by this the same way that your family and friends are. So I think it's incumbent upon all of us to do what we can to make a difference.
Wonderful. Well, let's do it one more time, because of course they're working. We're dispelling myths. We're having fun. We're talking about that party. Let's do it one more time so that way folks know exactly when and where and what they can do, and if they can come out and party with you. What are the details?
So the details are next Thursday. It is the Heart Ball that they're having at Inverness, and so I believe most tickets are sold out. But you can still actually go to the American Heart Association and make donations. So you can give to the cause and learn all about where the proceeds are going to be used.
Wonderful, ladies. Thank you so much. Let's talk.